Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Ford is out with a new credit card. FordPass Rewards Visa is the name of it. Looks like a regular automotive credit card on the surface, but has one interesting feature that could make it very good. We're going to talk about it all, but first I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already, and if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So, Ford out with a new credit card. Like I said, you're going to earn points with this card, and you can use them toward future Ford vehicle purchases or parts and service, all that kind of stuff that you would expect. But it does have one aspect to it that makes it very different from some other automotive cards, and it is almost sort of like an afterthought, sort of a throw-in that they just mention in passing that makes the whole card a whole different equation. All right, so let's look at the card features and see if you can spot that extra that I am talking about. Before I tell you about the card itself, we need to backtrack just for a second and talk about the FordPass Rewards program that already existed pre-credit card. So Ford already had this FordPass program that would allow you to earn rewards on the purchases you made at Ford dealerships, whether that was a car or whether that was parts and service. And the way that program works is each point was going to be worth half a penny when it was redeemed. So for example, if you had earned 10,000 points, that would be worth $50. And that's something you need to know because the FordPass Rewards Visa builds on this FordPass program. So you're getting sort of the points from that original program, and then there are additional points that come from being a cardholder. All right, so the FordPass Rewards Visa is a no annual fee credit card that gives you your rewards using the following formula. You get 10 points per dollar, or 5%, because remember I said each point is worth a half cent, 5% on Ford dealership purchases. Now Ford service purchases in particular actually double that, so you're going to get 20 points per dollar, or 10% in rewards on those particular purchases. Now you're also going to get enhanced rewards in some other categories as well. You will get 3% back, or 6 points per dollar, in dining, in gas, in auto insurance, in tolls and parking. All of those 3%, or 6 points per dollar, and then any other purchases you make are going to give you 2 points per dollar, which is equal to a 1% reward. And again, those points you earn can only be used toward Ford purchases. So you can use them toward the purchase of a new Ford vehicle or lease of a new Ford vehicle, or you can use them towards Ford parts and services. All right, now let's look at the potential bonuses as a cardholder. As a new cardholder, the first time you use the FordPass Rewards Visa, you're going to get 11,000 points in the FordPass Rewards program, which means you're getting $55 worth of value just for using the card the first time. So those points can only be used again toward the purchase of a vehicle or the parts and service. So you're getting 11,000 points just for using the card. Second potential bonus is you could get a $100 statement credit if you spend $3,000 or more with the card in the first 3 months of having it. Now that's not a huge bonus there necessarily, and you do have to spend a lot to get it, but still put it on top of the 11,000 points, and those together are not a bad bonus. But one more bonus to mention: if you use the FordPass Rewards Visa for at least $6,000 of purchases within a year, you will get a $200 statement credit at the end of that year. And when I say a year, I am talking about a card year or an anniversary year, meaning from the day you sign up to 12 months after that. So not a calendar year necessarily. If you sign up in, the middle of June, it's going to go all the way through to the next June. So if you spend $6,000 within that year's time, you're going to get a $200 statement credit. All right, so those are the rewards and the bonus opportunities. Now let's look at a few other aspects. First off, this card is issued by First Bank Card, a division of First National Bank of Omaha. First Bank Card is the backing bank for some other cards out there on the market as well. On the automotive end, it is the backing bank for the Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, Mopar credit cards. Sheetz credit card also they do the backing for, and then many community banks across the United States also use First Bank Card to offer credit cards to their customers. First National Bank of Omaha, the parent company, is a regional bank that also has some nice rewards cards on its own. Now, on the fees and interest end, like I said earlier, no annual fee. In terms of interest rate, you could be anywhere from 15.99% to 26.99% depending on your credit history. 15.99%, not that terrible. 26.99%, really terrible. So if you have, decent credit, you could get a decent interest rate. If your credit's not so hot, you might get a really terrible interest rate here. Now, there is a 0% offer on Ford purchases with this card of $499 or more, so you can get 0% for 6 months on those particular purchases. No other 0% offers with this card. And then finally, if a card looks matter to you, the FordPass Rewards Visa is launching with 2 colors. There is what they are calling the Model A black color or the blue oval blue color. They say there's going to be customized cards coming down the line. In particular, they are going to start with a Ford Bronco version and an F-150 version. Sounds like it's coming right after that, and then other vehicles as well. All right, so lots to consider there. Like I said earlier, on the surface, it looks like pretty much any other automotive rewards cards. You earn some points and then you can use them toward the purchase of a future car or parts and service. But there was one aspect I said that was different than many other automotive rewards cards, and I wonder if you caught what it is. If not, it is the $200 statement credit that you can earn each year if you spend at least $6,000 with the card. So if you spent $6,000 with the card and you got $200 back as a statement credit, essentially $200 cash back, that means on your $6,000 of purchases, you got 3.33% cash back on everything that you bought. So if you can hit that $6,000 in purchases per year, you have a card here that, don't even think about the Ford stuff right now. Just the fact that if you spent $6,000, you're going to get a flat 3.33% cash back on all of those purchases. Now, even if you spent more than $6,000 all the way up to $10,000, it still would be a very good flat cashback card. $10,000 is still 2% on all your purchases. And again, that's, not even thinking about all the Ford stuff. So anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000, you're getting a pretty nice flat cashback card. And then, all the Ford stuff is almost even a throw-in. And if you spend exactly $6,000, think about what you might get as a total return. So like I said, you're going to get that $200 statement credit, which already is a 3.33% return on that $6,000 spent, but you're also going to get those Ford points. So let's say that you spent that $6,000 and on average you got 4 points per dollar, or what would be a 2% reward. That would mean on $6,000 you got $120 in rewards that you could use toward a Ford vehicle or Ford parts and services. Now, obviously you need to have a Ford, or you want to buy a Ford in order for that to matter to you. But if that does matter to you, you'd get the $200 statement credit and you'd have $120 in rewards. So you'd get $320 in rewards on a $6,000 spend, which would be a 5.33% overall reward on that spend. So if you are a Ford owner already, this is a card that is going to give you some Ford rewards that perhaps you could use toward parts or service or a future vehicle. If you're a Ford owner that can spend at least $6,000, you're going to get a nice statement credit along with those rewards. If you're someone that doesn't want to buy a Ford, couldn't care less about Ford, you still might consider this card just to hit that $6,000 and get that $200 statement credit. Now that would be up to you. Maybe you could find other cards that fit your spending better, but it is still something to consider. And it is something that makes this card better than so many of the other automotive reward cards out there. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. And as always, please go to proudmoney.com, where we do credit card reviews. We talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thank you for watching. Bye.